Good morning and welcome. Thank you for joining me for these daily devotions this week as we take a closer look at these closest relationships that God gives us with another person, our marriages and our spouses. So the text for today's devotion is from Matthew chapter 18, verses 21 to 35. And this is by far one of my favorite parables that Jesus tells, the parable of the unmerciful servant. It's a parable all about forgiveness. So the title of today's devotion is, Are You Winning Arguments in Your Marriage? To start us up, how often do you look at your spouse and think, no one on the planet would agree with his or her point of view? In case you're wondering, Jamie has never thought that of me. But seriously, so many times what starts out as a small disagreement, it quickly spirals into a fight that no one wants to back down from. But as hard as it is to accept, it's more important to be reconciled to one another than it is to be right. See, as Christians, you and I, we're called to forgive those who hurt us, whether that person is a complete stranger or the person who shares our bed with us every night. And when Peter asked Jesus how many times he had to forgive someone, Jesus' point was that there was no upper limit to the number of times we should forgive. And it's precisely because God put no upper limit on you. God never put a limit on the number of times he was willing to forgive you. And you're to do the same for others. See, God forgives you not because you're forgivable, but because he loves you and because you are his. Love is the key to forgiveness. In marriage, sometimes you have to choose to love your spouse, not because they're lovable, but because they're yours. So what does it mean to choose love in a marriage? It means not reacting in the moment. It means holding your tongue when you really want to speak your mind. It's committing to pray for your spouse. It's elevating your spouse's needs above your own. It means choosing to forgive. Winning arguments is never worth losing your marriage. And unity in marriage, it isn't the result of two perfect people living together. It's what happens when two flawed people learn to forgive one another. Have a great day.